This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Good afternoon, everyone, on the last Monday in the month of January in the year 2008. From Longfellow Middle School, it's 7th and 8th grade boys basketball. I'm Ron Bacalar, coming out of retirement momentarily to bring you some basketball action here on TV 20. Obviously, our cameraman, producer, and director is Joe Bach. And the Longfellow Longhorns will be entertaining the General Johnnie Wilson Eagles in this, the first of two games, the 7th grade game. The Longhorns are 0-2 on the season, looking for their first win, while the 7th grade Eagles are 2-0. The Longhorns are coached by Luther Washington III, assisted by Tim Rowe, and the Eagles are coached by Jamie Montague, assisted by Marquell Miller, a former standout at Lorain Southview High School. We'll be back with the start of the 7th grade game right after this timeout.
I get people involved in saving the environment. That's why I volunteer.
When I teach computer skills, I help kids succeed in school. That's why I volunteer.
I helped raise awareness about the hazards of tobacco use. That's why I volunteer, to make a difference.
If you know middle or high school students who make a difference by doing volunteer work, have them ask their school principals about applying for a Prudential Spirit of Community Award, or encourage them to call 1-888-450-9961.
Back here at Longfellow Middle School, the starters for the visiting Eagles of General Johnnie Wilson. Number 20, Roland Scales. Number 22, Jordan Carter. Number 24, Raython Fields. Number 32, Dalen Phillips. And number 34, Devontae Watkins. And the Eagles in possession get the first two on the board with Roland Scales popping it in. The starters now for the Longhorns. Number 11 is Blake Benyard. Number 23, Lewis Cheers. Number 25, DeQueen Bohannon. Number 35, Demiria Hill. And number 50, Jeremy Oden. Aaron Schott unable to get the ball back into the hands of the Eagles. Now back into the hands of the Eagles. Taking the ball to the basket and getting fouled. Number 24, Raython Fields, will go to the line. He was fouled by Jeremy Odens, his first and the team's first. Fields will shoot two. By the way, Fields, his favorite subject is math. Steve Nash is his favorite athlete. Football is his favorite extracurricular activity. He enjoys doing things with the family, and he enjoys college. And a quick stick back by the Eagles gives them a 4-0 lead, bringing the ball into the forecourt inside the circle. DeQueen Bohannon, and a foul. We were talking about Raython Fields, his future goals to go on to college. And a little traveling music on the part of Lewis Cheers will give the ball to the Eagles, bringing the ball down from the backcourt into the forecourt. Number 32, Dalen Phillips. And a shot put up and made by Devontae Watkins. And we have a timeout on the floor, a chance to introduce you to a few more of these 7th grade General Johnnie Wilson Eagles. Number 32, Dalen Phillips. His favorite subject is math. Dwayne Wade is his favorite athlete. His extracurricular activity that he enjoys, both football and basketball. And his favorite pastime, watching television and basketball on TV. Future goals, like Mr. Fields, going on to college. Little backcourt pressure being applied by the Eagles. Bohannon brings the ball across the timeline. Bohannon on the dribble, in the circle, loses the ball and picks it up again, being guarded closely. From the three-point range, shot missed by number 35, Demirie Hill. And a foul. Foul is on number 35, I do believe, Demirie Hill. And that is putting number 22, Jordan Carter, at the line. He'll shoot 2. Jordan Carter, his favorite subject is math. Michael Jordan, his favorite athlete. He enjoys football and basketball. Favorite pastimes, his family and basketball. And he hopes to go on to college and to play basketball someday. Missed stick back, but this time it's a good one. Raython Fields. General Johnny Wilson leading in this 7th grade game. First quarter action with just under 4 minutes remaining. 9-0 our score. And a long three-pointer off the backboard, no good, put up by Bohannon. Rebound grabbed by Sonny Maurice, now in the lineup. And traveling is going to be called on DeQueen Bohannon. Now coming into the game for the Eagles, number 10, Travon Edwards. And right off the bat, Edwards popping in 2. Up and missing with the ball, Blake Benyard. Coming down with the rebound, Raython Fields. Going to the basket, missing. Stick back, no good. Another attempt, this time, once again, Raython Fields making 2 more. 13-0 our score in the first quarter with just under 3 minutes now remaining. Almost a takeaway by Roland Scales. Three-pointer put in by Longfellow's Lewis Cheers. Finally taking the goose egg off the scoreboard, it's 13-3 with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. General Johnny Wilson in the lead. Dalen Phillips back on the court for the Eagles. Taking the ball to the basket, off the backboard and in for 2. Roland Scales. And a takeaway, Scales to the basket, missing on the shot. Stick back, put up, and good by Devontae Watkins. 17-3, the Eagles with a 14-point advantage. We are under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Three-point attempt put up and blocked. Making the effort for the Longhorns, Blake Benyard. And a takeaway by the Eagles. They get it right back to the basket and missing on the shot. Rebound being fought for, up and in by Devontae Watkins. 19-3 is our score with 1:29 remaining in the first quarter, and the Longhorns have called a timeout. Checking some of the other 7th grade players for the General Johnny Wilson Eagles. Number 34, Devontae Watkins. His favorite subject is math. LaDainian Tomlinson, his favorite athlete, baseball, football, and basketball, his favorite extracurricular activities. His favorite pastime is music, and he hopes someday to become an entrepreneur. Roland Scales, number 20 for the Eagles. His favorite subject is science. LeBron James, his favorite athlete. Football, basketball, and track, his extracurricular activities. Basketball and family, his favorite pastimes. And he hopes to become a college coach or play some pro ball. That's Roland Scales. Another takeaway by the Eagles, and a little traveling called on Roland Scales. Up with the shot, off the rim, no good by Jeremy Odens. And a takeaway this time. Lewis Cheers getting his hands on the ball. Cheers across the timeline. Still on the dribble. Stops at the top of the key. Puts one up and good. 3. That is the second 3 scored by Odens. And a 3 by Roland Scales. If you can do it, I can do it. Lewis Cheers, I should say. Lewis Cheers with the 2 triples for the Longhorns. The only 6 points in the ball game for Longfellow. Palming the ball against the Longhorns. Turnover going to General Johnny Wilson with 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 22-6 our score. All alone and missing on the shot, going to the basket, but the putback is good by Raython Fields. And a takeaway by the Eagles, all alone to the basket, in and good. Raython Fields. And that brings the first quarter to an end with the score, General Johnny Wilson 26, Longfellow 6. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this timeout.
Hey, what's up? Do you have an innie or an outie?
Innie all the way, dude.
I have an innie.
I got one. Okay, this is really nasty though. Okay. Would you guys rather eat like a maggot-filled pie or go to school completely naked?
Naked. Hey, you know what would be funny? I don't want to have someone like pierce their outie.
Back here at Longfellow Middle School, the Eagles of General Johnny Wilson, the 7th grade game with a substantial 20-point advantage, 26-6. It may go higher, and it does. As Travon Edwards puts in 2, and another takeaway to the basket, and 2 more, this time by Roland Scales. 30-6. Lewis Cheers on the dribble, tries to get it out, and a foul. That is going to be the first team foul against General Johnny Wilson. Now on the floor for the Longhorns, number 15, Jordan Chisholm. Chisholm with it. Passes off now to Hill. Hill to Odens. And a takeaway by the Eagles and a reach-in foul. Foul is called on Devontae Watkins. Correction on that. Foul was against Longfellow. Demarie Hill. Number 44, Marquise Noble, now on the floor for the Eagles. Three-second violation on the turnover. Longfellow will put the ball into play. Cheers on the dribble. Comes to the top of the key. Passed off to Sonny Maurice, now in the lineup, number 54. Also in the lineup for Longfellow, number 51, Marquise Harden. Turnover gives the ball to the Eagles, putting it into play. Number 40 now on the floor, Malcolm Stewart. Getting the pass and putting one up and missing, Sonny Maurice. Also missing on the shot, Demarie Hill. Foul is on Marquise Harden. .4:22 remaining in the second quarter. Shot up and missed. Getting the ball right back and putting it up once again and missing, Jordan Carter. Basket scored by Lewis Cheers. He's got all the points so far. 8 for Longfellow, 30 for General Johnny Wilson. Quite the ball handler, little number 10, Travon Edwards. Only problem between him and the net was Lewis Cheers. Ball off of Cheers going out of bounds, so the Eagles will put it back into play. Number 14 now on the floor for the Eagles, John Maldonado. And a takeaway. Bringing the ball into the forecourt is Dalen Phillips. Cheers gets the rebound. Across the timeline, and he's going to be called for traveling. Roland Scales back on the floor for the Eagles, number 20. Pass and turnaround jump shot, good by Raython Fields. (32-8). Down to about 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And an attempt to steal the ball away. A foul is called on Fields. Number 10 for the Eagles, Travon Edwards. His favorite subject is science. LeBron James, his favorite athlete. He enjoys football and basketball in his spare time, extracurricular activities. Shot missed by Jordan Carter. Music, his favorite pastime, and he hopes someday to become a lawyer and maybe even a basketball player. That is Travon Edwards. Dalen Phillips putting the ball into play. And Cheers has the ball taken right away from him and to the basket with two more, Raython Fields. 36-8. Another takeaway, another shot missed. Stick back no good. Another stick back no good. Still at it, and finally it pays off once again for Raython Fields. 38-8, a 30-point advantage for the General Johnny Wilson Eagles with a timeout on the floor. And talking about some of these other Eagles, number 30 is Melvin West. His favorite subject is math. LeBron James, his favorite athlete. Football and track, extracurricular activities. Video games, his favorite pastime. And he too hopes to be a lawyer and play some basketball. Number 14 is John Maldonado. His favorite subject is science. LeBron James, his favorite athlete. Football and basketball, what he enjoys to do extracurricularly. Video games, his favorite pastime. He too wants to be a lawyer and a basketball player. So we've got a lot of lawyers and basketball players coming out of this 7th grade class of General Johnny Wilson. Number 40, Malcolm Stewart. His favorite subject is science. Football and basketball, his favorite extracurricular activities. And two put in by Longfellow. Two more, though, for General Johnny Wilson, Devontae Watkins, 40-10. As we're down to 1:22. Foul is on Jeremy Odens, and that is going to put Jordan Carter at the line to shoot two. Football and basketball, favorite extracurricular activities for Malcolm Stewart, number 40. Video games and working out with the weights, and he hopes someday to go on to college. And Carter gets the second of two, 41-10. Number 44, Marquise Noble for the Eagles. Social studies, his favorite subject. LeBron James, his favorite athlete. Extracurricular, football and basketball. He hopes to go on to college and to play basketball someday. That's Marquise Noble. Number 50 is Chance Spencer. Science, his favorite subject. Stottlemyre, his favorite athlete. Basketball, football, and baseball is what he enjoys doing for extracurricular activities. To the basket and in for two more. Raython Fields. Chance Spencer, number 50, video games, his favorite pastime, and he hopes someday to become a pro football player. Coming down to about 20 seconds remaining in the first half. And the ball hitting the sideline. Turnover gives it back to the Eagles. Number 12 is Larry Hamilton. Math, his favorite subject. Dwayne Wade, his favorite athlete. Baseball is what he enjoys playing. Video games, his favorite pastime, and he hopes to become a basketball player someday. make that a pro basketball player, I would assume. And finally, number 42 is Igor Manasev. Math, his favorite subject. Daniel Gibson, his favorite professional. Football and soccer, what he enjoys doing most. Student council, his favorite pastime. And college basketball is his future goal. And that brings the first half to an end with the score 45 for General Johnnie Wilson, 10 for Longfellow. And we'll be back with third quarter action right after this timeout.
Your lawnmower needs serviced. Your snowblower doesn't work. Your riding mower needs repaired. Who are you going to call? To avoid all this frustration and for no mower worries, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250. Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service makes good old-fashioned house calls. Most services done on-site at your home when it's convenient for you. He's been servicing the area's power equipment needs for over 30 years, servicing most makes, including Sears, MTD yard machines, Briggs & Stratton, and other major name brands. Remember, for no mower worries and for fast, experienced professional service, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250.
Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help with 8 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Avon, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now its newest location at Park Avenue and Levitt Road in Amherst. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured. Looking for the right color, the right style, the right price for your floor coverings? Well, you can find them all at Ted's Floor Coverings, the only place you need to shop for affordable custom flooring. Whether you're looking for area rugs, carpeting, laminates, ceramic, or marble, you'll enjoy browsing through one of the largest showrooms in Northeast Ohio. Their talented staff will even help with your design questions. Ted's is proud to showcase the Kathy Ireland Shades of America collection. Shop at Ted's Floor Covering, 668 Broadway, downtown Lorain, a local company committed to our community. Ted Kalo, President.
There is a new bank in town, Mortgage Plus Bank. We offer conventional purchases and refinance loans, debt consolidation, home equity lines of credit, construction loans, commercial loans, and we even offer 100% to 125% loans. Hi, I'm Scotty Campan of Mortgage Plus Bank. If you have high credit card debt, if your monthly payment is just too high and you can't get ahead, please call us today, and we can save you $500 on your processing fee. I know we can help you.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
Lorain School Employees Credit Union, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Lorain. If you're an employee of the Lorain Board of Education or an employee's family member, you're eligible for the lowest rates, the best products, and the friendliest service in banking with Lorain School ECU. Speak with us about a membership today and start reaping the rewards of membership with Lorain School ECU. Phone 440-282-4600.
Back here at Longfellow Middle School, the second half ready to get underway in this 7th grade boys basketball game. The Longhorns playing host to the Eagles of General Johnnie Wilson, and the Eagles with a 45-10 advantage, leading by 35 points. Shot up and missed by Melvin West. And putting it right back in for 2, Jordan Carter. Carter had 5 points back in the first half. Now he's got 7. Also scoring for the Eagles in the first half, Travon Edwards, number 10, with 4 points. Devontae Watkins with 4 points. It was Roland Scales with 14, and high for the Eagles in the first half, Raython Fields with 18. A steal and to the basket, 2 more for Jordan Carter, now with 9 points. 49-10 is our score. The Longhorns only managed 10 points in the first half, 2 by DeQueen Bohannon and 8 by Lewis Cheers, and 6 of those 8 points were from 2 big triples outside the key. And a block shot. Big time, Raython Fields denying the Longhorns. John Maldonado now on the floor for the Eagles. Pass is going to go out of bounds. The turnover gives the ball back to the Eagles. Number 30, Melvin West, now on the floor for the Eagles. Bringing the ball across the timeline, John Maldonado. From the three-point range, no good, hitting the rim. Rebound grabbed by Blake Benyard. Benyard to the basket. The shot is blocked. His attempt by Fields. Offensive foul on the Eagles. And it's going to be a foul once again against the Eagles. Number 24, Raython Fields. Shot up and missed. Rebound grabbed by Fields. And a takeaway by Jeremy Odens. Free ball grabbed by Cheers. Cheers on the dribble. At the top of the arc. No good. Rebound. Raython Fields. And a takeaway. Lewis Cheers with a three-point attempt. No good. Put back. Missed by Demarie Hill. Shot attempt by John Maldonado missed. Eagles keep possession in the lane. Up no good for Fields. And the Eagles are still going to maintain possession. Some of the Longfellow Longhorns, 7th grade basketball players we want to talk about. DeQueen Bohannon, number 25, math. Daniel Gibson, all kinds of sports, music, video games, and college. In fact, every 7th grade player on the Longfellow team, their future goal is to go on to college, and that, my friends, is remarkable. Bringing the ball across the timeline, Travon Edwards, up and good on a shot by Raython Fields, now with 20 points in the game. 53-10 and a timeout. Lewis Cheers, number 23 for Longfellow. Language arts, his favorite subject. LeBron James, his favorite player. All sports, extracurricular activities. He enjoys watching television and playing with his friends. Jerry Chisholm, number 21, math, his favorite subject. LeBron James. More basketball is what he enjoys doing in school. TV and music, his favorite pastimes. And as we indicated, all the 7th grade Longfellow players, their future goals to go on to college. Demirie Hill, number 35, math his favorite subject, LeBron James his favorite player, football his favorite extracurricular activity. He enjoys as his favorite pastimes music and video games. Number 50, Jeremy Oden's math, Kobe Bryant. He enjoys more basketball and his favorite pastimes music and TV. That's Jeremy Oden's. Up with the shot and having it partially blocked but also fouled was DeQueen Bohannon. So he will go to the line and shoot 2. Blake Benyard, number 11 for Longfellow. His favorite subject is math. Allen Iverson, his favorite player. Wrestling is what he enjoys as our extracurricular activity. TV and radio games, his favorite pastimes. Making the first, missing the second. 3 points now for Bohannon. 3-pointer missed by Travon Edwards. Pass into the forecourt, into the hands of number 10, Travon Edwards, missing on his shot. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will belong to General Johnnie Wilson. Driving the baseline, and the ball hit, was knocked out of bounds by Longfellow. So Edwards will put it back into play. Foul is on Longfellow. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 53-11 our score. General Johnnie Wilson with a more than substantial lead. And a takeaway by the Longhorns. DeQueen Bohannon gets it into the forecourt, into the hands of Cheers. Up, no good. And the rebound grabbed by number 34, Devontae Watkins. Offensive foul on the Eagles. And a big three popped in by DeQueen Bohannon. Bohannon now with 6 points in the ball game. 53-16 our score with 1:25 remaining. Another offensive foul on the Eagles. First half they were relatively foul free, and here in the third quarter they have accumulated quite a few fouls. Takeaway, grabbing the ball, Devontae Watkins passing up court and in with 2. Number 44, Marquise Noble, his first 2 of the ball game. 55-16 as we're now approaching the 1 minute mark remaining in the third quarter. And the clock ticking down. Shot missed by Cheers. Long pass up the floor and good. Basket scored by Melvin West, his first 2 of the game. 57-16. Cheers with the 3-point attempt, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Watkins. Watkins passing to number 44, Marquise Noble. Unable to get it go in, but the basket does drop for 2 more. And that brings the third quarter to an end with the score, General Johnnie Wilson 59, Longfellow 16. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Because even one attack is one too many.
Back here at Longfellow Middle School, the fourth and final quarter in this 7th grade boys basketball game between the Longhorns and the Eagles of General Johnnie Wilson. And a takeaway, bringing the ball into the forecourt. Loose ball still being fought for, finally into the hands of the Eagles. And that one is going to go off the Eagles, out of bounds, and Longfellow will get the ball. Putting the ball into play will be Demirie Hill. Into the hands of DeQueen Bohannon, into the forecourt. Bohannon on the dribble, had it knocked away. Picked up by Marquise Noble. Noble gets it off to Maldonado. Back out to Phillips. And the Eagles running some time off the clock. They play 6-minute quarters here on the 7th grade level. Taking the ball to the basket and having it knocked away, Dalen Phillips. He'll put it back into play. Up and off the rim, put back, no good. And it's Cheers coming down with the ball for Longfellow. Oh, a three-pointer. Number 21 now in the game for the Longhorns, Jerry Chisholm, his first three of the game. In fact, the Longhorns have put in a total of 4 triples, and they trail by 40 points, 59-19. Another of the Longhorns, number 54, Sonny Maurice. Maurice, his favorite subject is math. Michael Vick, his favorite professional. Football and baseball is what he enjoys as extracurricular activities. 3-point attempt missed by DeQueen Bohannon. Pass underneath the basket, off the backboard, no good. Cheers on the rebound. Maurice, favorite pastime, music and playing with his friends. Cheers with 2. (61-21). General Johnnie Wilson with the 40-point advantage. And a 3 dropped in by John Maldonado. His first points of the ball game. 63-21. And a takeaway. Up and in, 2 scored by Marquise Noble, now with 4 points, 65-21. As we're down to 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Rebound grabbed and putting in 2, number 35, Demirie Hill. Shot missed by Chance Spencer, now in the game for the Eagles. And it is Lewis Cheers taking the ball to the basket for Longfellow, dropping into 67-25 with now under 2 minutes remaining. A big three. I think that one came from East Erie Avenue. Number 12, Larry Hamilton, now in the game for General Johnny Wilson, and his first three of the game. Number 13 for Longfellow is Chance Sizzler. Math, his favorite subject. Steve Nash, his favorite player. Football, his favorite extracurricular activity, and his favorite pastimes, television and video games. Zach Miller is number 40. His favorite subject is math. Tracy McGrady, his favorite pro. Football, his favorite extracurricular activity, and he enjoys in his pastimes music and video games. Number 51 is Marquise Harden. Social studies, his favorite subject. Kobe Bryant, his favorite pro. Football, his favorite extracurricular activity, and in his pastime, he enjoys music and playing with his friends. That's Marquise Harden. Number 15 is Jordan Chisholm. Math, his favorite subject. Dwayne Wade, his favorite pro. Basketball, his favorite extracurricular activity. And he enjoys television and music in his spare time. 70-28 with 1:45 remaining. Longfellow trying to save the ball. We're going to have a jump ball. And the possession arrow will belong to Longfellow. No, General Johnny Wilson. Igor Manasev now in the game for General Johnny Wilson, number 42. Zach Truman in the lineup now for Longfellow, number 55. Missing on the layup shot, Dalen Phillips. Marcus Scott, number 53 for Longfellow. His favorite subject is math. Kobe Bryant, his favorite pro. He enjoys football, and a shot missed. Stick back up and good for number 35, De'Aria Hill. 70-30. We're under a minute remaining. Number 55, Zach Truman. Math, his favorite subject. Dwayne Wade, his favorite pro. Basketball and baseball. Reading and music and television. Shot missed by Jeremy Odens from the far corner. Three-point attempt, air ball, going out of bounds. It will belong to General Johnny Wilson with 20 seconds remaining, 72-30. And traveling called on Travon Edwards. Longfellow will get the ball with 10 seconds remaining. Loose ball being fought for in the lane. Last shot put up and missed, and that brings the 7th grade boys basketball game to an end with the final score. General Johnny Wilson 72, Longfellow 30. We'll be back right after this. Well, the 7th grade boys basketball game between the Longfellow Longhorns and General Johnny Wilson Eagles. Needless to say, it was all General Johnny Wilson from the get-go right down to the final 24 minutes of this 7th grade game. The final score again, General Johnny Wilson 72, Longfellow 30. I know we do not have what we would call accurate statistics, but nevertheless trying our best to give you what we think are the scoring statistics for Longfellow. Jerry Chisholm with 3 points. It was DeQueen Bohannon with 6 points, Demirie Hill with 6 points, and high for Longfellow, Lewis Cheers with 15 points. For the General Johnny Wilson Eagles, a plethora of players making the scoring column. Travon Edwards with 4, Larry Hamilton with 3, John Maldonado 3. It was Jordan Carter with 9, Melvin West with 2, Devontae Watkins with 6, Marquise Noble with 4. Scoring in double figures for the Eagles, Roland Scales with 17 points, and high for the Eagles and for the game, number 24, Raython Fields with 20, according to what we have, and I know some players probably scored that we did not get while trying to read the bios of these players, but needless to say again, it was all General Johnny Wilson. They now go to 3-0 on the season. The Longfellow Longhorns 7th grade boys basketball team looking still for their first win. They are 0-3. So that wraps up the 7th grade game. Stay tuned to TV 20 for the 8th grade team game between these two teams, Longfellow and General Johnny Wilson.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.
For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Welcome back to Longfellow Middle School. I'm Ron Bacalar, along with our cameraman, producer, and director Joe Bach, and we are about to bring you the 8th grade boys basketball game between the host Longfellow Longhorns and the visiting General Johnny Wilson Eagles. The Eagles are 1-1 on the season. They are being coached by Brian Pagan, who just recently inherited the team, according to Brian. The 8th grade Longfellow team still looking for their first win. They are 0-2, coached by Vaughn Jones. And we'll be back with the exciting play-by-play between these 8th grade boys right after this timeout.
McGruff, the crime dog here. We've all heard of identity theft. Now I'm going to show you how those thieves do it. Watch. He's secretly photographing her credit card with his cell phone. Now watch. They pretend they have a package to deliver, and while they're trying to fit it in the mailbox, they're taking her credit card payments and other paid bills. To learn how to protect yourself from identity theft, go to weprevent.org. Keep your identity to yourself and help take a bite out of crime.
All set to get this 8th grade boys basketball game underway here at Longfellow Middle School. The starting 5 for the Eagles of General Johnny Wilson: number 15, Tarek Coates; number 31, Aaron Harrison; number 35, Mark Hannibal; number 41 is Ralph McHugh. And the basket scored by number 32, Jerome Gelson. Number 35, Mark Hannibal for the Eagles. Number 41, Ralph McHugh. And number 55, Jalen Rollins. For Longfellow, number 10 is Colin Bryant. Number 22 is Andrew Kovacs. Number 32 is Jerome Gulson. Number 40 is Quentin Casey. And number 12 is Giovanni Santiago. Those are the starters for the two teams this evening. And a black block shot by number 32, Jerome Gulson. Did he go up in the air? Taking it to the basket, no good. Stick back is good, though, by Quentin Casey. And Longfellow jumps out to a quick 4-0 lead. Bringing the ball into the forecourt. Passing off to number 31, Aaron Harrison, off his legs, out of bounds. Longfellow will get the ball. to the basket, and the Eagles with their first two, Jalen Rollins. Taking the baseline, going up with the shot, getting it blocked into the hands of the Eagles, to the basket, and good. Number 15 for the Eagles, Tarek Coates. We're all tied up 4-4. Rebound grabbed by Ralph McHugh. McHugh with the ball to the basket. No good. Rebound fought for, going out of bounds. It will belong to Longfellow. Giovanni Santiago across the timeline into the forecourt. Passing to Golson. Back out to Bryant. Golson with a turnaround jumper, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul is on Mark Hannibal. That's his first and the team's first. Golson with a chance now to break the tie, and he does, making the second of two. It is now 5-4 Longfellow. Underneath the basket, pass taken by Jalen Rollins, knocked out of bounds almost. In the lane to McHugh, up, no good. Stick back, not going to make it. McHugh with the ball. Looking to go up, and 3-second violation on McHugh. That'll give the ball to the Longhorns. Santiago on the dribble in the lane. Loses the ball momentarily, gets it, goes up with it, no good. Rebound grabbed by Aaron Harrison. And the Eagles lose it. And they get it right back once again. This time Jalen Rollins. Offensive foul called on the Eagles. Charging on Jalen Rollins. We're at 3:15 remaining in the first quarter, 5-4. Longfellow with a 1-point advantage. Putting the ball into play will be Colin Bryant. To Andrew Kovacs. The pass into the forecourt taken away by the Eagles. Taking the ball to the basket, putting into number 35, Mark Hannibal. 6-5 now. General Johnny Wilson up by 1. Looking at some of the 8th grade players for General Johnny Wilson, number 15, Tarek Coates. His favorite subject is math. He's been influenced by his brother Gary and Donald of the AK varsity. Kobe Bryant, his favorite professional, his future goals. He plans to play varsity basketball and go on to college. His favorite extracurricular activities, basketball, baseball, and football. Drake Thompson, number 11, science. Dad and Tony Parker influenced him. Tony Parker, his favorite professional. He wants to be a marine biologist. Fishing, baseball, and visiting family are his favorite things to do. Number 23 is Paris Huff, math, his favorite subject. His family influenced him. Michael Jordan, his favorite pro. He wants to play in the NBA someday and own his own business. He enjoys playing sports. That's Paris Huff. And the Eagles managed to take the ball again away. Putting one up and missing is Roger Smith, now in the lineup, number 51 for the Eagles. Number 33 for the Eagles is Akil Blanton, math, his favorite subject. His friends have influenced him. Kobe Bryant, his favorite pro. He hopes someday to play either in the NBA or the NFL. Video games, basketball, football, and friends. are his favorite things to do and to be with. And a steal by Colin Bryant. Gets it up to Santiago, to the basket, up and in. Giovanni Santiago with 2 points. And Longfellow now with the 1 point advantage, 7-6. We're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pass underneath. Shot was partially blocked. A shot by number 51, Roger Smith. Number 25 for the Eagles, Nick Perez, social studies. His favorite subject, his uncle and older cousins influenced him. LeBron James and Carlos Arroyo, his favorite pros. His favorite things to do, basketball, hanging with his friends. Roger Smith managing to hang on to the ball. Gets it now into the hands of Hannibal. Hannibal up, no good. And the stick back, good by number 51, Roger Smith. Taking the ball to the basket and getting fouled, Mark Hannibal. Hannibal will go to the line and shoot 2. Number 31 for the Eagles, Aaron Harrison. His dad has influenced his sports career. LeBron James, his favorite pro. He hopes to play football professionally someday. Video games and basketball and football, his favorite pastimes. Number 41, Ralph McHugh, language arts, his favorite subject. His dad influenced him, LeBron James. And Ben Roethlisberger of the Pittsburgh Steelers, his favorite pros. He hopes to become a professional athlete someday. Pool, darts, cards, basketball, football, and basketball. He's got a lot of favorite things to do in his spare time. Mark Hannibal missing on both opportunities, but a big 3 dropped in by Roger Smith. 11-9 as General Johnny Wilson now takes a 2-point advantage. Right down the lane to the basket, good for 2, Andrew Kovacs. We're all tied up 11-11 with 1 minute and 10 seconds now remaining in the first quarter of play. Shot missed by Smith. Loose ball knocked out by the Longhorns. Now on the floor and putting the ball into play, number 25, Nick Perez. Number 13 with the shot, missing. That is Michael Adams now on the floor for the Eagles. Shot missed by Jerome Golson. Going out of bounds, the Eagles will put it into play. (13-11). General Johnny Wilson leading by 2. And a triple. Good. Scored by Aaron Harrison. He is fouled, and he will go to the line. He'll shoot 1. Now coming onto the floor for the Longhorns, number 42, Donovan Colvin. Number 40, back, one of the starters for the Longhorn Longfellow Longhorns, Quentin Casey. Foul shot missed. Rebound grabbed by Colvin. Longfellow losing the ball, taking it to the basket, missing on the shot. Number 51, Roger Smith. Here come the Longhorns up. And a foul is going to be called on number 53, Devin Hill, now on the floor for the Eagles. And that will put number 30, David Cato, now in the game for Longfellow at the line. He'll shoot 2. 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cato missing on the second. Rebound grabbed and put up, and another foul. Quentin Casey, this time Casey to the line. He'll shoot 2. Players are having a difficult time at the foul line. So far, 8 foul shots have been made or attempted by both teams. Only 1 foul shot made thus far. And missing on the second. 16-11, General Johnny Wilson by 5, and that brings the first quarter to an end with the score. General Johnny Wilson 16, Longfellow 11. Back with second quarter action right after this.
I'm Bob Costas, and I've been broadcasting sports for a long time. Much of what I do is ad-libbed, but still one of the most important aspects of my job is being able to write. Narrations, essays, commentaries. It's essential to express those thoughts and concepts clearly and concisely. Good writing is essential for almost any career. And with today's advanced technology, the National Commission on Writing reports that the need to write well has never been more important. Writing is everybody's business.
Back at Longfellow Middle School, second quarter action ready to get underway in this 8th grade boys basketball game with General Johnny Wilson on top by 5 points, 16-11 over the host Longfellow Longhorns. Missing on 2 attempts to put drop in 2, Quentin Casey. Here come the Eagles. Three-point attempt missed by number 23, Paris Huff, now in the lineup for the Eagles. And that basket, good, scored by Tarek Coates. Underneath, all alone, and dropping in 2, Jerome Golson. 18-13, 5-point advantage for General Johnny Wilson. In the lane, passing off, underneath the basket. Shot attempted, missed by Jalen Rollins. And it's the little one, Giovanni Santiago with 2 for Longfellow, bringing the Longhorns to within 3, 18-15. Ball knocked out of bounds by Longhorns. Mark Hannibal will put it into play. Turnaround jumper no good, missed by Rollins. Rebound grabbed by McHugh. Reggie Williams now on the floor for the Longhorns, number 44. 3-second violation called on Longfellow. Derek Coates brings the ball into the forecourt, passing off to Hannibal. Hannibal across the floor to number 31, missing on the shot, Harrison. Rebound grabbed by Longfellow. Santiago into the forecourt on the dribble, passing off now to Williams. Unable to control the ball, Aaron Harrison. He and the ball going out of bounds. Longfellow will put it into play. 4:06 remaining second quarter. General Johnny Wilson leading by 3, 18-15. Cody McGuire, number 21 for General Johnny Wilson. Math, his favorite subject. He hopes to go to college someday. He enjoys playing guitar and sports. That's Cody McGuire, number 21. Santiago with a long three, missing, coming down with a rebound, Hannibal. Coates passing to the baseline, up and in on a two-pointer for Aaron Harrison. 20-15. General Johnny Wilson again increasing their lead to 5. Stepping on the baseline in the pass into the floor. Gives the ball back into the hands of the Eagles. Shot attempted and missed by Paris Huff for the Eagles, and a foul is called. At the line, Tarek Coates. He'll shoot 2. Number 13 for the Eagles, Michael Adams. Science, his favorite subject. His dad and Kobe Bryant have influenced his sports career. Kobe Bryant, his favorite pro. He hopes someday to play in the NBA. And his favorite pastimes, playing video games, basketball, and football. That's number 13, Michael Adams. Palming the ball on the Longhorns will give it back to the Eagles. Number 51, Roger Smith. History, his favorite subject. His uncle and brother have influenced his sports career. Allen Iverson, his favorite pro. He plans someday to go to college and play in the NBA. Basketball and football, his favorite things to do. Paris Huff up, and the shot looked like it was blocked, but a foul is called. And the foul is on number 22, Andrew Kovacs. And that will put Paris Huff at the line to shoot 2. Huff looking for his first points in the ball game. Huff making both the foul shots. Good for him. Underneath the basket. Good for 2. Andrew Kovacs. 23-17. The Eagles lead by 6. Underneath the basket. The pass going into the hands and up for 2. Paris Huff. Again, underneath the basket, 2 more for Andrew Kovacs. He's got 6 in the ball game. 25-19. Eagles leading by 6. And the turnover will give the ball back to Longfellow and a chance to climb a little higher. Down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This time Kovacs passes off, up and in for 2, teammate Jerome Golson. Golson now with 9 points. Shot missed by Tarek Coates. And a takeaway. It is Hannibal bringing the ball into the forecourt, passing off to Huff, puts one up, in and out. Number 53 for the Eagles, Devin Hill. Math, his favorite subject. His dad influenced his sports career. LeBron James, his favorite pro. He hopes someday to play sports in college and become a businessman. Basketball and football, his favorite things to do. Number 55 is Jalen Rollins. He enjoys all of his classes. His older brothers have influenced him, Dwayne Wade and Shaq O'Neal, his favorite pros. He hopes someday to go to college and play basketball in the NBA. He enjoys playing basketball, football, and meeting new people. That's Jalen Rollins, number 55 for the Eagles. And our last player for the Eagles, putting the ball into play right now, number 35, Mark Hannibal. Language arts, his favorite subject. His dad, mom, and big brother and coaches have influenced him. LeBron James, his favorite pro. He hopes to make it out of Lorain and be somebody someday. He enjoys playing video games and spending time with his friends. That is number 35, Mark Hannibal. And now you've had a chance to meet all of the players of the General Johnny Wilson 8th grade boys basketball team. Cody McGuire now in the lineup for the Eagles, and getting 2 points, Ralph McHugh. .60 seconds and the clock is running down here in the first half. 27-21, the Eagles leading by 6. And it's going to be another 3-second violation against the Longhorns. Two scored by Tarek Coates. Taking the ball past the baseline, Malcolm Campbell now in the game for Longfellow. Shot put up and blocked. Aaron Harrison had his shot blocked by the big guy, Jerome Golson. We're down to 14 seconds. Kovacs with the ball. And he is fouled as he was going to the basket and going up with the ball, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Golson underneath the basket, 3 seconds as he was being held up. His first stick back, didn't make it. Never had a chance to get the second one up there. 29-22. And as the buzzer sounds, the last moment shot there by Cody McGuire, no good. bringing the first half to an end with the score General Johnny Wilson 29, Longfellow 22. We'll be back with second half action right after this timeout.
Lorain School Employees Credit Union, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Lorain. If you're an employee of the Lorain Board of Education or an employee's family member, you're eligible for the lowest rates, the best products, and the friendliest service in banking with Lorain School ECU. Speak with us about a membership today and start reaping the rewards of membership with Lorain School ECU. Phone 440-282-4600.
Back here at Longfellow Middle School, 8th grade boys basketball second half action getting underway as the Eagles of General Johnny Wilson, the visiting team, lead by 7, 29-22. An attempt to put two in by Jalon Rollins. The shot was blocked and the ball taken away by Golson. Kovacs going up with two, no good. And coming down with the rebound, Ralph McHugh. McHugh gets the pass, goes to the basket, and he is going to be charged with a offensive charging foul. And Colin Bryant really took a tumble on that one. He is kind of hobbling down into the forecourt. And a takeaway by Rollins. Gets it off to number 15, who puts in two, Tarek Coates. Coates with 7 points in the first half, now with 9. Also for the Eagles, Paris Huff scoring 4, Aaron Harrison with 5, Mark Hannibal with 2, Ralph McHugh with 2, Roger Smith with 7, and it was Jalen Rollins scoring 2 in the first half. Shot attempt by McHugh missed, but the rebound and put back by Jalen Rollins, good for 2. Rollins now with 4 points in the ball game. 33-22 as the Eagles open up an 11-point advantage. Scoring in the first half for the Longhorns, Giovanni Santiago with 4, Andrew Kovacs with 7. Jerome Golson had 9, and Quentin Casey with 2. Golson with 2 more. Now with 11 points, 33-24. All alone, uncontested, but unable to get the ball to drop, Aaron Harrison for the Eagles. Off the legs of Harrison, the ball will belong to Longfellow. We'll be checking the players on the Longfellow Longhorns 8th grade basketball team during this second half. Number 10, Colin Bryant. His favorite subject is math. LeBron James, his favorite pro. Football, his favorite sport. Hanging with friends, his favorite pastime, and his future goals to be an MLB star. Major League Baseball. Bryant gets the ball out to number 30, David Cato. At the top, a big 3 dropped in by Giovanni Santiago, now with 7 points. 33-27 as the Longhorns climb to within 6. Bryant passing underneath the basket, couldn't get it into the hands of David Cato, out of bounds. We have a timeout on the floor. Let's check some more of the Longhorns. Number 12, Giovanni Santiago, who just had a 3. His favorite subject is science. Iverson, his favorite pro. Basketball, his favorite extracurricular activity. He enjoys running, and his future goals to be an NBA star someday. Number 12 is Josh Coleman. Math, his favorite subject. Barry Sanders, his favorite pro. He enjoys football. Basketball, his favorite pastime, and he hopes to be a football NFL player someday. Number 20 is Malcolm Campbell, social studies, his favorite subject. Kobe Bryant, his favorite pro. Football, his favorite extracurricular activity. Working out, his favorite pastime with those weights. And someday he hopes to be a renowned businessman. Number 22 is Andrew Kovacs, social studies, his favorite subject. Brady Quinn, his favorite pro. Football, working out, and he hopes someday to be an NFL quarterback. That's Andrew Kovacs, number 22. McHugh bringing the ball into the forecourt, had it knocked out of his hands. It went out of bounds, and it will go to Longfellow. Santiago bringing the ball into the forecourt, in the lane, stops, puts it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for, into the hands of Santiago, can't get it to a teammate. Long pass down the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Longfellow's David Cato. McHugh looking to pass to someone right into the hands of Longfellow's Jerome Golson. Bryant brings the ball across the timeline, passing underneath the basket to Golson, goes up, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Number 24 for Longfellow is Paul Uhas. Math, his favorite subject. LeBron James, his favorite pro. Skateboarding, his favorite extracurricular activity. He enjoys running and someday hopes to become an astronomer. Number 30 is David Cato. Math, his favorite subject. He doesn't have a favorite pro. Football, his favorite extracurricular activity. He enjoys running, and someday he wants to be a chef. Which reminds me, I'm hungry. Golson missing on both foul shots. And the rebound coming to the Eagles. As Harrison brings it across the timeline, loses the ball into the hands of Santiago, goes up, and he is fouled. Being called for the foul is number 53, Devin Hill. And Santiago will go to the line and shoot two. Number 32 for Longfellow, Jerome Golson. His favorite subject is social studies. He enjoys football, running, and he hopes someday to be an NBA professional. That's big number 32. In and out on that second foul shot. 33-28. General Johnny Wilson by 5. We're down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. On the dribble, up with the shot and missing. Number 13, Michael Adams. Coming down and losing the rebound and into the hands. Putting up two, Aaron Harrison. Harrison now with 7 points, 35-28. A takeaway by the Eagles. Michael Adams to the basket, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Number 13, Michael Adams. For Longfellow, number 34 is Rayshawn Smith. Math, his favorite subject. Wilt Chamberlain going back into history, his favorite professional. Running is what he enjoys doing, reading as well, and he hopes to become a businessman someday. Adams good on the first foul shot. Number 40 for Longfellow, Quentin Casey. Gym is his favorite subject. LeBron James is his favorite pro. His favorite extracurricular activity is football. Running is what he enjoys doing, and he too wants to be a successful businessman someday. And Michael Adams making both foul shots. 37-28. The Eagles by 9. Santiago passing underneath the basket, missing on the shot for the Longhorns. Rayshawn Smith now in the ball game for Longfellow. And the foul is going to be on Rayshawn Smith. as number 31 goes to the line to shoot two, Aaron Harrison. Number 42 for Longfellow is Donovan Colvin, social studies, his favorite subject. LaDainian Tomlinson, his favorite pro. Football is what he enjoys, drawing in his spare time, and he someday hopes to be an engineer. I wonder if that's one of those professional engineers or a choo-choo train engineer. That's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to be a choo-choo train engineer when I was a boy. A takeaway by the Eagles, missing on the shot. Number 13, Michael Adams, and a foul underneath. And that is going to put Aaron Harrison back at the line for two more attempts. He missed on his last two. Now he has found the range. Harrison gets his own rebound. And a little traveling music on the part of Paris Huff will give the ball to Longfellow. Our final Longhorn is Reggie Williams, number 44. Gym is his favorite subject. LaDainian Tomlinson, his favorite pro. Swimming is what he enjoys doing. And Santiago taking the ball to the basket, scoring two. Santiago now with 10 points. Traveling on the part of Jalen Rollins before he let the ball go. So the turnover gives it back to Longfellow. Williams enjoys hunting in his spare time, and someday he hopes to be professional in the National Football League. Foul is called on the Eagles. Santiago will put it into play underneath the basket to Golson, missing on the shot. His own rebound, and it is blocked, but he is fouled. Golson at the line will shoot two. (39-31) with 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Off the front of the rim, grabbing the rebound is Smith. Golson gets the loose ball, gets it out, back into his hands, up with it, and it's good. Golson in double figures for the Longhorns. Three-point attempt missed by Paris Huff. Here comes Santiago. Little razzle-dazzle, but he is going to be called for traveling. 32 seconds remaining, third quarter. General Johnny Wilson Eagles leading by 6, 39-33. Now in the lineup for the Eagles, number 25, Nick Perez. Perez up with it, no good. Air ball grabbed by Kovacs. Into the hands of Santiago, into the forecourt. Three-point attempt, up and good. Basket made by Reggie Williams, his first three in the ball game. And that brings the third quarter to an end with the score. General Johnny Wilson, 39. Longfellow trailing by 3 with 36. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this timeout. Back at Longfellow Middle School, the fourth and final quarter of this 8th grade boys basketball game with the Longhorns, the host team, taking on the Eagles of General Johnnie Wilson. General Johnnie Wilson leading by 3, 39-36, and we are tied up at 39-39. And we're going to have a jump ball, the arrow belonging to Longfellow. Nope. Well, apparently the arrow belonged to General Johnnie Wilson. Going up with the ball and getting fouled is Aaron Harrison. Harrison 3 for 6 at the foul line. Once again, a big three popped in by Reggie Williams. 42-40, the Longhorns have recaptured the lead. Going up with the ball and getting fouled, Jalen Rollins. Rollins at the line will shoot 2. And a chance to tie the score, providing he makes both foul shots. And that's exactly what Jalen Rollins accomplished, tying the score 42-42. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the fourth and final quarter. Kovacs getting the ball off his foot, going out of bounds. It will belong to the Eagles. And a foul is going to be called on Giovanni Santiago. Eagles will keep possession. Derek Coates brings the ball into the forecourt. Has it stripped momentarily by Golson, but it went out of bounds. Ralph McHugh will put it into play, gets it out to Coates. Passing now to Roger Smith, off the rim, no good. Turnaround jumper off the rim, no good by Golson. Rebound grab, put up, no good. Stick back once again, this time number 40. Quentin Casey is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Devin Hill now on the floor for the Eagles, replacing McHugh. Casey at the foul line, missing the first. A chance to put the team ahead by one. We're tied 42-42. And he does. Longhorn applying the pressure in the backcourt. However, the Eagles managed to get it into the forecourt, to the basket, and in for two. Tarek Coates from coast to coast. Santiago with the three. Good! To the basket and unable to get it to drop. And the shot attempt on the second time also blocked. Roger Smith couldn't get it to drop. And a foul is going to be called on Longfellow. And we have a timeout on the floor. Oh, we have a 1-and-1 going now. All right, 46-44. Longfellow leading by 2, and what a world of difference in this game versus what we experienced in that 7th grade game. If you happen to miss that one, the General Johnnie Wilson Eagles outscored Longfellow's 7th grade boys by a total of 42 points. The final score, the Eagles 72, Longfellow 30. And this has been a back and forth ball game with the Longfellow Longhorns starting out, taking a lead and keeping it momentarily through the good portion of the first quarter. In fact, they had 11 points for the first quarter, but General Johnnie Wilson finally started clicking towards the end of the first quarter and took a 5-point advantage, 16-11. In the second quarter, again, General Johnnie Wilson putting in 13 points, holding Longfellow to just 11, and the locker room score at halftime was 29 for the Eagles and 22 for the Longhorns. But the Longhorns outscored the Eagles in the third quarter, 14-10, and the Eagles just had a 3-point advantage, 39-36. Golson trying to go up with the layup, couldn't get it to drop. It went out of bounds. It will go to General Johnnie Wilson. Ralph, make that Cody McGuire now on the floor for the Eagles. Taking the ball to the basket, McGuire, and he is fouled. McGuire at the line will shoot 2. A chance for McGuire to tie the score. We're at 46-44 with 3:12 remaining in the ball game. McGuire missing them both. Longfellow getting the rebound, and a timeout is called. Again, Longfellow leading by 2, 46-44. A number of threes have been scored in this ball game for Longfellow. Giovanni Santiago with 2. Coming in the second half here. Also scoring with triples, Reggie Williams from Longfellow, number 44. He had 3 here in this second half, which certainly helped the Longhorns climb up to catch the Eagles, and now passing them by 2. For the Eagles, shooting threes, Aaron Harrison has 1, and Roger Smith has 1. Vaughn Jones, the coach for the Longhorns, and Brian Pagan, the coach for General Johnnie Wilson. Santiago getting it over to Bryant, back to Santiago. It is taken by the Eagles and called for a charging foul. Number 15, Tarek Coates. Colin Bryant will put the ball into play, gets it into the hands of Kovacs, and he dribbled on the sideline, out of bounds mark, so the turnover gives the ball back to the Eagles. Jalen Rollins will put the ball into play. Gets it into the hands of Roger Smith. Smith on the dribble. Over to McGuire. McGuire underneath the basket. Up and in, and we're tied at 46-46. And a takeaway. Up and good. Aaron Harrison with 2, and he'll have a chance for the three-point play. The Eagles are now on top by 2, 48-46, a chance to make it 49-46, and a three-point advantage with 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2-3-4. No good, rebound taken and in. Jalen Rollins. Call it a 4-point play by 2 of the Eagles. Santiago trying to get the ball into the lane as Quentin Casey was all set. Knocked out of bounds, however, by Jalen Rollins. And another timeout called with 2:22 remaining in the ball game. More basketball action coming your way on TV 20 WLCS. Admiral King Avon Lake. The Admirals will be hosting the Shoremen of Avon Lake. That's a game that you will see on TV 20 if you haven't already. Also coming up in the month of February, you'll have an opportunity to see the freshman boys and girls from Admiral King and Southview, as well as the junior varsity players. As WLCS and TV 20 and Joe Bach brings you nothing but the greatest and the finest in high school sports here in the city of Lorain. Golson gets the ball out to Santiago. Over to Williams, back to Bryant. Bryant in the lane, trying to pass it into Golson, taken away by the Eagles. Roger Smith on the dribble. Roger Smith in the lane, up with the ball, it drops in for 2. 52-46, the Eagles have opened up a 6-point advantage. Bryant takes the ball into the lane and not there in time. No charging foul. The foul will be on the Eagles, Jalen Rollins. And that'll put Bryant at the line. Colin Bryant looking for his first point in this ball game. Paul Uhas now in the lineup for the Longhorns, number 24, Paul Uhas. Long pass. And it's going to be good. Basket scored by Tarek Coates. Plus he was fouled, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play. Tarek Coates at the line. Eagles leading by 6, 52-46 with a minute and 49 remaining. Off the rim, rebound grab, put up no good. Jalen Rollins tried to get the two. Santiago now up and off the backboard, no good. Rebound grab by number 40, Quentin Casey, unable to get it to drop. Finally, the ball going out of bounds. It was last touched by the Longhorns, so the Eagles will put it into play. Roger Smith took the pass, but his foot was on the out-of-bounds sideline. Jerome Golson taking the ball to the basket is fouled. He'll be at the line shooting two. Long pass down the floor into the hands of Tarek Coates for two more. 54-47. Three-point shot missed by Paul Uhas. Santiago on the dribble into the lane to Uhas. Good for two. 54-49, the Longhorns trail by 5 with 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. And a very healthy crowd here at Longfellow Middle School. A number of adults and students here to support their respective teams. General Johnny Wilson even brought their cheerleading squad to the game. Surprisingly, Longfellow doesn't have a cheerleading squad. Rollins will put the ball into play, gets the ball to Coates. Coates dribbling across the timeline. Foul is on the Eagles, and that's going to put the Longhorns at the line. Shooting 1-1. .39 seconds remain at the line for the Longhorns. Quentin Casey. Well, apparently the Longhorns are now in the double bonus. And Casey making the second. Coates tied up, gets the ball away. Traveling is the call on Devin Hill. Santiago gets the sideline pass, up with the ball, no good. Coming down with the rebound is Harrison. It goes out of bounds. It will belong to Longfellow. Clock is stopped with 23 seconds. And General Johnny Wilson calling a timeout with the score. The Eagles 54, the Longhorns 50. Enough time for something to happen, providing it's not a tie at the end, an overtime. All right, we're back here with continued action at Longfellow Middle School. Santiago brings the ball across the timeline into the forecourt. Has the ball taken away, picks it up again, loses. Now into the hands of the Eagles, taking the ball to the basket. It is good. Basket made by Harrison. And once again, he'll go to the line for the three-point play. As the clock is stopped with 10 seconds, the Eagles leading by 6, 56-50. Harrison with a chance to make it 57. And off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, grab, put up, and missed by Roger Smith. Devin Hill managed to save the ball, knocking it out of bounds off of one of the Longhorns. And I think the Eagles will just run out the clock as Tarek Coates dribbling in the back of the forecourt, and that brings the ball game to an end with the final score. General Johnny Wilson 56, Longfellow 50. We'll be back to wrap it all up right after this timeout. Night for the Longfellow Longhorns here at their middle school as they hosted the Eagles of General Johnny Wilson in 7th and 8th grade boys basketball, losing both games to the Eagles. In this, the 8th grade game, let's look at the scoring for the Longhorns. It was Andrew Kovacs with 7 points. Paul Uhas had 2. Quentin Casey with 4 points. Reggie Williams had 9, all coming from the 3 triples he put in, 1 in the third quarter and 2 in the fourth quarter. Scoring in double figures for the Longhorns, number 12, Giovanni Santiago, had 13 points, and he put in 2 triples. And the high point man for the Longhorns, Jerome Golson, big number 32, with 15 points. The Longhorns were at the foul line 22 times, but only managed to make 7 of 22 at the foul line. They had 5, a total of 5 triples, and did manage to pull ahead there in the fourth quarter, but then all of a sudden the tide turned, and it was the Eagles going out the victors in the closing moments. For the Eagles, scoring, Michael Adams with 2 points. Cody McGuire had 2. Paris Huff with 4 points. Mark Hannibal with 2. Ralph McHugh had 2. Roger Smith with 9 points. Jalon Rollins with 8 points. Scoring in double figures for the Eagles. Aaron Harrison with 14 points, and tied with Jerome Golson of Longfellow for high point honors for the Eagles and for the game, Tarek Coates, number 15, with 15 points. The Eagles were at the foul line 21 times. They managed to do a lot better, putting in 10 of 21, but they only had 1 triple in the ball game, that by Roger Smith back in the first half. Scoring-wise, in the first quarter, the Eagles led by 5-16-11. In the second quarter, the Eagles put in 13 points, while the Longhorn of Longfellow put in 11, 29-22. Eagles with a 7-point advantage. The only quarter really that the Longhorns managed to outscore the Eagles was in the third, when Longfellow put in 14 and General Johnnie Wilson with 10, and it was a 39-36 3-point advantage for the Eagles. In the fourth and final quarter, the Longhorns managed just 14 points. The Eagles put in 17 for the final 56-50. And again, a reminder, the final score in that 7th grade game, General Johnnie Wilson 72 and Longfellow 30. And that wraps it up for us here at Longfellow Middle School. For my cameraman, producer, and director, Joe Bach, I'm Ron Bacalar. Good evening, everyone.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.